Okay, folks, it's looking a bit overcast at the moment. Yeah, the sun's gone behind the clouds. They say it's going to be up to 22 degrees today and the minimum was 15. Still feels a bit cold of late here in old Sydney town. Kept the flies at bay. We had a problem with the flies, a bit of a fly plague earlier on, about a week ago. And the cold weather has sort of put a bit of a dampener on it, which is really nice. So you don't get constantly buzzed by fucking flies. I just cut my fingernails and my toenails, folks. Feels really good. I don't enjoy having to cut my toenails and my fingernails, but when I get it done, it feels really, really rewarding, folks. Refreshing. Refreshing? Maybe not. When I talk about refreshing, sometimes I go to the toilet and do a shit, and it feels refreshing. I often feel a sense of refreshment when I have done a shit. Yeah, I know, that's a bit below. Yeah, whatever, folks. With the old toilet humour. Yeah, toilet talk. Anyway, enough of that. Let's see what we have here. 4 weeks of utterly unbelievable Sydney Fringe Festival. It's like an arts and performing and visual arts show, and we're interested in this picture called Things Art Occupation. I really hate visual art exhibitions. I don't feel like I belong. I don't think I'm ever going... You'd think with my kind of art that this being the Fringe Festival, that my work is basically like underground, right? But I got a feeling that even in an underground show like this, I'm not welcome as an artist. I really don't feel welcome as an artist, folks. I really feel like the art world gives me the bum steer, so I don't even try anymore. I don't even bother trying to get into exhibitions. I couldn't give a flying fuck. I got a better way of doing it, and that is to go on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9 if I can get them interested in my work, which is still difficult, and I've been working on it now for more than 10 years, and it's really proven to be really a real difficult gig to push, so to speak, and I'm really struggling to get the establishment interested in my work, but I'm trying my best. I can't give up. I really miss my partner Luigi. That's who I'm trying to contact through this. I'm trying to get in touch with him so I can get married to him. I really miss him. If my life is dependent on television, well, I have to try my best. I've done this wrong. I should have pushed it, I think, up, because I didn't want that, obviously. Just going to move it up. Yeah, it's up the right way. I've got to sort of check to see, that green area, art occupation. So this is what we're photocopying, folks. I forgot to push it up a fair amount. So I'm just going to push it up against the edge there, and I'm going to just maybe put it here. But yeah, it's difficult trying to get my work out there and get it recognised. It's really a challenge, folks. The art world is a challenging world. It's not something for the faint-hearted. But then music isn't an easy thing to go into either. It all boils down to the love of money over talent, over in like promoting talented people who really could make a difference in the art world and in the music world, but they get screened out, which really sucks. It really does. It really sucks shit. I actually think maybe we won't have him there. Maybe we'll enlarge him out. But basically, it really... Talent gets the bum steer a lot in this world these days. A lot of talented people don't get the recognition that is due them. But what can you do, folks? What can you fucking do with this world? This world's full of idiots. Idiots making money out of taking over the domains of talented people. Really, I'm sick to hell of it, folks. We still got that there though, that's the only thing. But yeah, I really get lonely without my partner. I really needed to get in touch with him. I really need his presence. I get very lonely, and if I can't break into the TV world, I'm screwed, folks. I'm fucked up. I'm fucking screwed if I don't get out there on the 6 o'clock news. I'm fucked up. Just trying to think which way we're going to do this. I do wonder. I'm going 400 by 400. We don't want a slavish reproduction of this. We want to make it into something a lot more different than the original. Yeah, looks shit house. I do wonder. I've got too much going on up there, but I'm going to cut it off anyway. Maybe we'll cover up the word either. We won't have that as so prominent. So I'm trying to get my work as a photocopier artist on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9, and it's proven to be more difficult than I ever could have imagined. It's really difficult, folks. It really isn't an easy thing to do, to try and get a mainstream entity like Channel 9 interested in my work. It really is, folks. It really is difficult, and I need it though. I need to get in touch. I'm not rich. I'm not someone who's flushed with fucking bog loads of money. I'm not a fucking rich person. I'm a person living with disability, and being disabled, you don't earn much money. You have to rely on Centrelink for the disability support pension, and I have to work in a Australian Disability Enterprise known as an ADE, because I cannot work in a normal job. I cannot function very well in a normal environment, even though I really would have loved to have been a photocopier technician. I wish I could do that, but unfortunately I'm not able to. I'm not able to hold down a job in a normal place. We're going to try and cut this bit off. I'm going to cut that off and just enlarge it out. But basically, yeah, I don't enjoy doing menial tasks which have nothing to do with art or technology, pretty much. Oh yeah, we do pack inks for a product I don't like. These shitbox printers that made by Canon. We package those. That's the closest thing we do get to technology, folks, pretty much. But basically, it's a good place to work. The people there are really nice where I work, which is good, because people who are disabled are often very fragile and need encouragement and shit. So it's good that they treat us with respect, that we don't get treated like shit. Whereas in open employment, you just get treated like, it's difficult being in open employment. I've been there, folks. I've been there. And it's not an easy place to be. It's highly competitive. It's aggressive. You just can't compete with the able-bodied people. However much I'm highly intelligent, it's just parts of the brain that don't work. Just parts that don't work. It's not like the whole brain is damaged. It's just parts of the brain, the hippocampus and the short-term memory and other parts as well, which I can't understand. And that's come up looking really quite interesting. I do think that's too much in the middle. I might have to enlarge it off a bit. But I really miss my partner Luigi. I really need to get in touch because I'd like to focus on what I can do. I want my photocopier art to be my main breadwinning. What I do, my own. Well, I can't think of a word for it. Income, that's the word. Why wasn't I able to think of the word income? Man, my brain's getting really fucked up. And that's another thing. The loneliness I feel being on my own here is actually fucking my head up. It's making me even more forgetful and more impaired. It really is, folks. It's making me feel even more impaired. I can feel it, folks. It feels terrible when your brain doesn't work properly and then loneliness really kicks in and really fucks you up. And it's really horrible. It's a horrible feeling when your brain... I don't know if it's what they call brain fog in long COVID terms, because there's a thing called brain fog that people with long COVID get. And I think it's like that. It sort of feels like you just can't... Yeah, maybe that's what it was when I couldn't think of the word income. So, yeah. And I really don't feel at home in the art world either. I wish I could make money out of art, but art is not lucrative. I wish I had thought differently when I was young, because when I was young I had opportunities to work with Luigi and to have my art hanging on an art gallery wall instead of being in a fucking boxes. And I never took the opportunity. I had fears. I was under the pump, and I made mistakes. I made errors. I fucked things up, and now I'm asked after a second chance, and I'm hoping Channel 9 will provide me with that opportunity to put my work out there, to be recognised as an artist in my own right, in the truest sense, and to make money out of what I'm good at, not focusing on my impairments and what you can get out of your work if you can get... Yeah, and this photocopier is on its way out. This photocopier the spare parts were discontinued manufacturing by the manufacturer, Konica Minolta, so this machine's probably going to be useless soon, and I'm still paying it off, and I'll be still paying it off into next year. So it's really critical that I get to air as soon as possible. I've worked on this campaign for more than 10 years, and I really am demanding that I get recognition after all this hard work that I've sunk into what I'm doing here. And I know I'm not rich, I know I'm not famous, I know I'm not, successful, and what this is, because often Channel 9 have played other artists who have been more successful and who've managed to make a living out of their art, and they like to stick their noses up the arses of the rich, famous and successful. And a person like me they don't care about, but how can I get successful if I don't get a fucking leg up and help? Yeah, that looks really quite interesting. I think we can maybe do a switcheroo. But yeah, it's really difficult trying to get started and get successful when they don't even want to give you a fucking trial. They don't even want to try and put one work of art up there. And they just show all this shit. And it's fucking awful shit. Big ticket items, small ticket items, car crashes, house fires, drug busts, murders. And then, of course, there's conflict and financial unrest and all that sort of shit, which is more big ticket items and shit like that. And they don't care about people like myself who just want a chance in life. And that's come up looking really quite interesting. I think we can do maybe another switcheroo. But I really get lonely without Luigi, and it really hurts my feelings that I can't get my work out there on the 6 o'clock news where it belongs, where my work needs to go to get recognised and to get an income happening. And I want to make a difference. I want to help others who are less fortunate, like people on the street. So I really want to do something with my life instead of just being... And that's come up looking a treat. I think we can now call it quits, but you get my drift. It's up to you, Channel 9. The ball is in your court. You've got the power to make me or break me, and I just hope you choose the former, because I've been putting a lot of effort into this as a person living with disability and at the same time being talented. I know disabilities and talent get discriminated against, and I fucking want to be free to be focused on what I can do and not focus on what I can't do. It's up to you, Channel 9. The ball is in your court. I think we can now call this demo quits.